bisschen am Friesen.
Let's play a different game. Fire it all up again. Fire up my heart again. For me to lose. I know I'm the one to stay. I'll run away again. Running away again. Till I see the you of the door. Of the door.
So foggy. This is a hard problem. I can't see.
This year, Bunny Slope will undergo a complete rebranding so that we can become...
Done. I just hired a freelance brand designer on Fiverr. She's got lots of experience with this kind of thing.
Great. We're also going to launch an e-commerce website.
Done. I found a web developer.
And we're going to
And a social media manager. And an SEO expert.
Well, I guess that's... lunch?
This year, your best business plan is Fiverr. Expand your team with a talented freelancer and...
Done.
Monday.com is the ideal platform for any organization that is looking to make their work more efficient. For nearly 40 years, the Smarter team has been assembling quality, award-winning cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs.
Monday.com is ingrained in our work life and our project tracking and has become an essential operating system at Nissan. The extensive customization allows us to build whatever we need, and for a large organization, it saves a lot of confusion and a lot of time.
Oh, the best. Let's have a break.
妈的，加 A 了，我操！多浪费我一个桶。啊，厉害！还要被抢2，发现。
一次转身，更是一把匕首。
妈的！这妈恶心！
杀手码头上。当心炸药桶！
顶着手。
又一个，砍断他们的骨头，就这么干。
顶着小兵补呀。
烧吧！我很少忘记事情，更不会忘记仇。
不知道。
为海洋补充盐分。
下面那边好像有人。可是不是我的人。哥哥。
我要把。烧吧！小孩
快走快走快！上来，快走快走快走！
更多火药！
他妈的，等的刚太慢了。
就需要那个。死亡的潮汐预示着我的归来。连中3桶。我从盐分和海水中重生。我从盐分和海水中重生。
皮发痒是吧？
他们消遣一下。
老实点。老实点。
大海没有记忆。
这小子还是不老实。
我有。我要一路砍回比尔吉沃特。烧吧！清算就要来临了。我要从地上。
生气了，他生气也打不过呀。
New Dr. Beckman Magic Leaves Laundry Detergent Sheets. Less packaging, easy to use. The biodegradable detergent sheets dissolve in water from 20 degrees and leave your laundry sparkling clean. Magic Leaves, the new way to wash from Dr. Beckman. 他前期优势玩炸了，生气有什么用？会发现跟你对线的上单都很不符。我的打法会让对面上单玩的不爽。我的打法就这样的，因为我的打法就是一个刷着英雄，非要跟他搞人家，是个正常上单都会生气。
says break, but it's not. Yeah, pain.
更多火药，把它们吊在杀手码头上。
算了呗，他们人可能还没走远。先杀了他再说，其他不管。
更多火药，
高分到你。
就需要那个。我虽然失去了船。
哦，吓了我一跳！你他妈，差点搞得我好美啊！可以了，没有，是吧？谢谢。说了，锤了我给你买斗家，哥们。
手枪还是无所谓。
谢谢。
当心炸药桶！是小孩子的用具。又一个。
妈的！
我从烧吧！
哎，知道你厉害了，操！你小子最好有事，还敢一上来，别让我逮！
心里。当心炸药桶！清算。
操！
炮弹里洗个澡吧。
卡了，兄弟。 我他妈的，人脸很久了，你还变羊是吧？他会。
I need to find the best way to learn math and science.
It's brilliant.
What?
What's your Tristana runes? Just OPGG, go and split Emil. There's no... Tristana will bully Nasus really hard early. But the second Nasus gets level 6, you can't play the game. Just don't... Like, any champion that needs to auto-attack to deal damage is bad into Nasus. Champs that are fine on top of my head. Gwen is really good. Camille is really good because she only gets like 1 auto off anyway. Darius is really good as well. Gangplank, if you can kite. There's either Gangplank or Kayla game. Oh, double long range champions and point and click CC. This looks like perfect Kayla game, I think. Please, I'm begging, be Baus and just feast me. Please, I'm begging it to be Baus so he can feast me. Because Kale Sion is unplayable, BRB. Now, I'm gonna enjoy this one. Riot! Nerf! Ah, nice. And a solo kill. You're winning lane a scale, send the triple inter. Now 4 inters onto your team. The FBI is feasting on their insides. I get cool. Unlucky that tank champion already pushed the wave. Oh, another solo kill. Zaya double kill. Oh, this out damage, like this outraised me. 218 damage, not a single damage item, level 3 spell. Not even fully charged. Like barely half charged. Fine, we got cool and D-blade to sustain. Okay, I got it. What is Lil Bro queuing? Double tower shot, my ass. I had to cancel it because otherwise he just runs.
Eyes on the target. He has not listened to bad news.
Classic. Ulta teammate, he flashes away. Oh, nice no ban. I wanna get early Nashors this game for sure. Another solo kill. Ah! That's not a bout, that's just a random Sion. But if you pick Sion, you have a 90% chance of just flipping the better team. It's proven. That fucking scared the living shit out of me. You wanna know best part? The Lee Sin is out of field, the Ashe is negative win rate, and the LeBlanc is negative win rate. How did she not take that fucking ult damage? Just said crap. Nice. joking. That's actually Omega Big R. Use Kale R on a Sona that has level 9 and negative death timer. Oh, use your almost 2-minute cooldown on her, bro. They really don't. They are literally Ash, Zaya with tanky Sion frontline. That's their entire team. They don't have anything else. Lee Sin and LeBlanc don't exist.
Prices.
There is 3 people on my lane. I'm farming every minion I can, but Zaya still farms faster. Lol, ADC. Our Sona fail flashed. I saw it on the map. GG, bro.
What the fuck?
Need a serious pre-workout?
Look no further. Get ready to smash your personal bests.
And then I went through after I was 19, I went through another bulk. This is the last bulk I've ever been through.
Oh, no. Okay, and then he says, I went on another bulk. Coach Reagan, today a full-on natty or not, none other than Alex Eubank. He recently released a video. It says, my 6-year transformation from age 16 to 22. And in the past, I've stated, I don't think this guy is natural. And so we're going to see, based on this video, does Alex present a good, sound argument that his achievements were done 100% natural?
So I've been training around 6 years now, naturally. Again, if you don't believe that I'm natural, I generally do not care.
Okay, and so he says he doesn't care he's natural or not, and really, that is the best attitude. If somebody thinks you're not natural, take it as a compliment. But his argument seems to be that he has amazing genetics, he was a unit at age 17, and so those, of course, are good arguments. And so let's find out, is the guy, in fact, natural?
All right, so I don't really have any pictures of when I was under 16. I believe this was in middle school, probably around like 12 to 14 years old. I have no idea the exact age. This is before even touching a weight.
And so a point in Alex's favor, he does seem to have above average genetics, seems to have a lot of muscle even at the age of 12 to 14, long before he even touched a weight. And so for me, this is an above average physique, which makes it more likely that he could have achieved his physique natural.
This was just body weight exercises. I did not touch a weight at all. I 16, I believe this was in middle school, probably around like 12 to 14 years old. I have no idea the exact age. This is before even touching a weight.
And so a point in Alex's favor, he does seem to have above average genetics, seems to have a lot of muscle even at the age of 12 to 14, long before he even touched a weight. And so for me, this is an above average physique, which makes it more likely that he could have achieved his physique natural.
This was just body weight exercises. I did not touch a weight at all. I used to run a mile before each and every workout, so that was crazy.
And so first things first, running a mile before every workout, that's not crazy. That's called a warm-up. A mile for most people, unless you're in horrible shape, that's going to take 10 minutes or less. I used to run a mile in 5 minutes, and so a slow jog for me probably be 7 or 8 minutes, and so to me, that's just a warm-up. And so jogging 10 minutes before lifting weights, it's not going to be a major hindrance to your gains. Now, if you start running 5 kilometers every day, then of course, it's going to make it harder to build muscle. But look at this guy's physique. At 16 years of age, this is remarkable. Check out the abs. What an amazing six-pack. He clearly has a lot of muscle, and it's only his first year of training at 16 years of age.
I was a really fast kid. I was just shredded, no body fat, but I was small. I think I was around 135 pounds or 125 when I was a freshman in high school, so pretty light.
And so he was only 135 pounds at 16 as a freshman, looked incredible. And so how much muscle did he put on? He clearly has a great starting point and amazing genetics.
And then I started going to the gym, like actually hitting the weights. I started force feeding, I started doing a bunch of protein shakes, and I started kind of dirty bulking.
Okay, and so he started lifting weights at the age of 16, but he gained the most of his muscle at 17. Now, we all know the law of diminished returns, and when you're a newbie, you experience newbie gains. The first year of training, you're going to experience the most gains, and it's going to gradually go down after that. He was approximately 135 pounds when he started training at the age of 16, trained for a year, and he got up to 145. And so that is not bad. 10 pounds quality muscle in 1 year training. Great job.
17 to 18 was when I got like stupid big. I went from, again, like I think I was 145 when I started the bulk, and I got to 190 at the end of my high school when I just turned 18.
Okay, so he's 16 years of age. In his first year of training, he puts on 10 pounds of muscle, goes from 135 to 145. And then the next year, from 17 to 18, he puts on 45 pounds, where he gained the majority of his muscle. And so I'm trying to wrap my head around, how is it possible that he gained 10 pounds of muscle his first year, which is great, and then 45 pounds the year after. Now, he does say he's force feeding, adding in extra protein, and eating more, but I don't see a significant increase in body. body fat. For the most part, that was mostly muscle. Some fat, water, sure. But a heck of a lot more muscle was gained from age 17 to 18 than from 16 to 17. And if you're 100% natural, you used to see the greatest gains in year 1, year 2 a little bit less, and so on. The older you get, the slower the gains you're going to make. But in his case, gained a decent amount of muscle, then a shitload after that. And so my personal opinion at this point probably took some PDs. Perhaps SARMs, I don't know. And so how is it possible that during year 2, he was able to gain 3 times more muscle than year 1?
But it's his amazing genetics, Coach Greg. He has superior genetics, and that's how he did it.
And so, okay, let's go with that. The guy has an amazing genetics. Gaining 45 pounds of muscle in 1 or 2 years. All right, anyone that can gain close to 45 pounds of muscle in a couple of years, expect that they will continue to build a decent amount of muscle after that. And so if you're putting on 45 pounds and you're a unit by the age of 17, 18, then you're going to continue to improve after that. Imagine how you would look at age 22. Probably have 20, 30, 40 pounds more muscle. When you're in your first 2 years of training, it's easy to put on muscle. You're not going to suddenly see muscle go up and then go down. If you do, that's probably when you went on the PDs. For example, you take SARMs, gain a ton of muscle, and then if you stop, go off the PDs, you then lose some muscle. And so let's see, did he continue to gain muscle or did he in fact lose some? Stay tuned, let's find out right now.
I was still pretty lean, but I was obviously bulking a little bit. I started filling out my muscle. I was gaining muscle pretty quick.
And for me, the amount of muscle he put on here looks like somebody that was taking something. I can't be sure, but it does look like he's taking something. After all, if he had the kind of genetics to put on muscle this quickly, it would remind me of a guy named Quint Beast Mode. Quinton. He had amazing genetics, and he was a lifetime natural when he was his age. He only later took PDs after he turned pro. That's right, after. And so if Alex has the kind of... And so let's see, did he continue to gain muscle or did he in fact lose some? Stay tuned, let's find out right now.
I was still pretty lean, but I was obviously bulking a little bit. I started filling out my muscle. I was gaining muscle pretty quick.
And for me, the amount of muscle he put on here looks like somebody that was taking something. I can't be sure, but it does look like he's taking something. After all, if he had the kind of genetics to put on muscle this quickly, it would remind me of a guy named Quint Beast Mode. Quinton. He had amazing genetics, and he was a lifetime natural when he was his age. He only later took PDs after he turned pro. That's right, after. And so if Alex has the kind of genetics that Quinton does, we should see him continue to build muscle the way Quinton does. And so let's compare the two. Did Alex have amazing genetics, and he was a lifetime natural when he was his age. He only later took PDs after he turned pro. That's right, after. And so if Alex has the kind of genetics that Quinton does, we should see him continue to build muscle the way Quinton does. And so let's compare the two. Did Alex continue to put on muscle? He has amazing genetics for putting on muscle. He looks like a unit age 17 to 18. And so imagine how much bigger he got after that.
My arms are honestly probably the same size now as they were back then. My arms have always been pretty shitty genetically.
Hold on, time out. If you have amazing genetics to put on muscle, and you went from 145 to 190 in 1 or 2 years, are you suddenly going to stop and have the same size arms at 18, 19 as you do at 22? How would that be possible unless you stop training? And if you recognize your arms are weakness, are you not going to train them and make sure that you improve them? And so if you don't make improvements by the time you're 18 or 19 to age 22, how is that possible? Think of it. Do you think that Alex reached his natural genetic potential in 3 years of training?
Swap aiming 2.
Been training 6 years. Is it possible that he grew his arms as big as they possibly get by the age of 19, and that with 3 additional years he... You couldn't get them any bigger? Absolutely not. Most people can gain muscle for 10 plus years. And so he should not even be close to his genetic potential at the age of 19. I started training at 10. If you compare my growth throughout the years, I continue to get bigger 18, 19, 20, 21, and so on. It was only later, after doing 42 competitions, natural, that I took PDs, and then you could see amazing gains after that. In Alex's situation, he put on some decent amount of muscle in year 1, 10 pounds or so, and then the following year 2 put on 45 pounds, a little bit fat and water, yes, but certainly a lot more muscle in year 2 than in year 1, which doesn't make sense when you consider that newbie gains, well, they're easy to make when you're new to the gym, as in year 1.
I started getting pretty aki. This is when I really started pushing the calories. I was bringing 2 protein bars to school, and throughout the day I was having double lunches. I literally did not care about grades. All I did was go to the gym and play video games.
And so despite the fact that he's pushing the calories and eating a lot, the guy has a clear and defined six-pack, and so he's not really in a massive surplus. What he's got is he's gaining a ton of muscle. I personally think not 100% natural. Think it's from SARMs or something. And he even shows his report card, which the teachers are saying, hey, this guy doesn't study enough. He only cares about the gym. Clearly, he's not focused on school.
And this is when I started hitting around 185 pounds to my heaviest, which was I believe 190 was the heaviest I weighed, and that was in the last few months of high school, right before I turned 18.
And so consider that, he was 185 to 109 pounds. Guy clearly has a clearly defined six-pack. It's been... been 3 years from this, and he weighs less now than he did then. If he was 100% natural throughout, would he not continue to increase in size? Does it not make more sense that perhaps the guy took something back then, cycled off, and that explains this size increase?
Graduation day, high school, I threw up and I developed a fear of getting sick, and it basically made me scared of eating food, so I lost around 15 to 20 pounds over that summer.
And so what is more likely, that he developed an irrational fear of eating because he was scared to get sick? Because let's face it, if he never ate anything, would he not have developed anorexia and lost all his muscle fat and withered away? Or that he was on PDs to help him gain 45 pounds of muscle in a year or two, and then when he stopped those PDs, he lost some of it. Which seems like the more plausible explanation to you?
And I was able to kind of rebound pretty good. I definitely could see that I had muscle memory, and I was able to, once I started going back to the gym consistently, the size and like the definition came back pretty quick.
And so this rebounding, going back and forth and muscle memory and all that, that is very likely the cause of going off and on the cycles, taking PDs for a while and stopping them. When you go to the gym and put on muscle, even if you stop training, you're very likely to keep that muscle. It's not suddenly gonna melt off of you. But later on, when you've been training, especially if you're cycling on and off PDs, what you'll notice is a physique getting huge while on and small while off.
I didn't know what I wanted to do in college, so I was going through a lot of shit. So my anxiety and depression was really bad, but I still was like training. Like the gym was like my getaway, so I was still getting a good physique.
And so he went to college, didn't know what to do, had some struggles mentally and got through them and continued to train, and he has an amazing physique here. And in these photos, I do think he's natural. Right here, when I see these photos as he's doing the handstands, I think that is a natural physique. And so perhaps he was natural at age 16, then at age 17 took SARMs, perhaps Austrian, who knows, took that for a while, gained 45 pounds, got to his peak weight of 190, and then stopped those SARMs, lost 20 pounds, back down to 170, and here he is once again training natural, doing calisthenics, looking amazing.
This was when I was 19 years old. I was pretty lean, not the leanest I've been. I think I was at 175 pounds in these pictures you're seeing right now.
And so he's now 19 years of age, down 15 pounds from his former high of 190. He's 175 pounds, and I do think right here the guy's natural. I think at 19 he looks like this. He's natural.
Again, pretty solid physique. I don't feel like I gained much at all since then on my upper body. My upper body stayed relatively the same.
And so he quite literally saying, and I don't feel like I've gained that much. And think of it, he's 19. Would he not continue to grow from the age 18? Quentin Beast Mode, when he was 18, 19, 20, continued to get bigger year after year because he has amazing genetics. I said the world's best genetics. The guy looks incredible. He's no longer natural now, admittedly so, but the guy has amazing genetics.
And then I went through after I was 19, I went through another bulk. This is the last bulk I've ever been through.
Oh, no. Okay, and then he says, I went on another bulk. To me, that is code for I went on another SARM cycle. That is what I see. I'm sorry, I'm telling you what I think. I could be wrong. I'm just giving you my honest opinion of what I think. I think he has an amazing natural physique at age 19, 175 pounds. That before that, he took something to get to that, lost some of his gains when he went off, and then wanted them again. He had a lot of pressure to look a certain way on social media, and so he's done a lot of things. I want to look this way, I want to impress people. A lot of pressure. He suffered from anxiety, mental health, and so does it not seem likely that he could have went to the dark side again a little bit, perhaps took some SARMs to impress the people? If he was 100% natural through the course of the 6 years, I would expect the largest amount of muscle through year 1 and a gradual decline in muscle each and every year after that. But what I'm seeing is decent muscle growth, crazy muscle growth, muscle loss, crazy muscle growth. And so why is that? Well, that is picture perfect descriptions of what happens when you cycle on and off PDs. And as I'm watching him train his serratus anterior, doing those dumbbell pullovers, to me, that doesn't look like a natural back. It looks like the back of somebody that's currently on performance enhancers.
And you'll see in these things, like I get lean pretty quick. You'll see in each video I start to get leaner and leaner, and my muscles start to pop more and more, especially my upper body.
He's getting leaner and leaner, and his muscles are starting to pop more and more. And what I'm seeing in this picture is he's losing fat and building muscle at the same time. Very hard to do. Unless you're a newbie or you're on PDs coming back from injury, losing this amount of muscle and building a ton of muscle at the same time while looking more 3D and getting bigger as you cut, it's not a sign of somebody that's natural. When you're 100% natural and you diet down, in general, you look small when you get cut. You realize, wow, a lot of my mass that I had was actually fat. And most people have twice as much fat as they think they have in order to get shredded. You're 190 thinking, wow, if I lost 20 pounds, 160, I'd be peeled. Meanwhile, come to find out you had to diet down all the way to 140 to look shredded. But not Alex. He's literally on a diet and looks bigger while getting more shredded at the same time.
And then I got down, I think I went from 185 to 170 pounds.
And so I gotta say that this physique in this pose, I don't think it's natural. Maybe it is, I don't know. I'm literally guessing. You understand this is a guess. I'm not his doctor. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that in the past he talked about having crushed testosterone levels. He had normal testosterone levels in the 400s and 500s, and then it got cut down. And so perhaps that was from dieting, but how would you explain getting bigger muscles while losing fat? To do that, you're building muscle while in a calorie deficit of which he'd been on for a year and a half. That is a long time to cut, to look amazing for social media. And it would be a lot easier to maintain single-digit body fat if you're taking PDs, SARMs, whatever, to help you in that process.
And this is when the social media stuff started popping off. I started getting reposted on different accounts. The TikTok was doing good. And I got my first sponsor. So around here...
And imagine, and at this point he's now gotten a sponsor. And so is there perhaps pressure to say, I did it natural? The sponsor maybe doesn't want him. The sponsors perhaps don't want him to say, hey, I got this physique, I was taking PDs. And so perhaps he felt pressure to take SARMs in the past, and he can't come clean at this point and say, hey, I took this at this age and I took this at that age. A lot of people, they go through their entire careers, never say what they're taking. For example, Mike O'Hearn, 100% natural, lifetime natty. Clearly, right? I mean, everyone knows Mike O'Hearn's natural. He's not going to say anything. And so is Alex Eubank going to come out and say, well, you know, Coach Greg made this video, and age 17, I actually was on off street. Highly doubt it. I'm just presenting my argument. He's
the scene.
And so here he is posing with Bradley Martin, who's 6'5" and over 250 pounds, and he doesn't look small. And more recently, he stated he's going to be entering a bodybuilding competition. And so this is my overall opinion, my overall assessment. If I had to guess, I would say that he cycled on and off PDs, probably SARMs in the past, but that now that he's 22, he no longer wants to use that. He's already got the size that he needs. He already looks great. He's maintaining a very lean physique. And so no more. Why take SARMs? He cares about his health. He has great information on his channel. I've watched a number of his videos. He knows what he's talking about. He shares scientific information and can help many people on their journey to getting an incredible looking physique. I don't think he's on SARMs. I don't think he's taking any PDs. He got his testosterone levels checked and they were in the toilet, and I do believe that they are going to return to normal so long as he's not on PDs. Perhaps he could take something like 3-test or G-test or ashwagandha, Tongkat Ali, Fedosia agressus. Some of these are backed by science. Even Jeff Nippard's taking.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
You underestimate my
How can you be
power.
on the council and not be
My brother on a...
I'm 15.
Wow, both of you?
She's 14, I'm 15.
What is going on, guys? Alex Eubank here. Snapchat, Facebook, whatever you want to do it. I'll probably put a shirt on, and then whenever I take it off, I'm gonna move this light, and like you'll see, I'll have like there's good lighting here. It's pretty gas, so makes my chest look.
At Amazon, find products you love at prices you'll love too. So you can rock your world, not your savings. And enjoy the perfect blend at the perfect price. With star reviews from you and star prices from us, start your search on Amazon today.
Is that your own poster in the background?
It is. Well, it's like, oh my god, I'm like I do like fitness content, so I have like a following, so like that was one of my pictures I posted that did really good.
But do you surf? What do you do? Do you bike ride?
No, I get the surf thing a lot because of the hair, right?
No, actually because surfers have good bodies.
Do they?
Drop down. Snap.
Do you edit your pictures?
I do. I use like Lightroom. I'll probably do that, and then I probably.
So you give yourself extra 6-packs. So you have 12 6-packs.
What?
How many 6-packs do you have?
I'd say I have one.
Hey.
What's going on?
How old do you think we are?
So I wouldn't be surprised if you said you were like 16 though.
I'm 15.
Wow. Both of you?
She's 14, I'm 15.
Okay, that's not attractive. I don't know how people find that attractive.
Hi, how are you? I like your nose.
Like it's pointy.
I like it though. Suits you. You look like you're like a competitor, huh?
Body positivity movement.
Mm-hmm.
What guy are you choosing? Same personality, same everything.
Dad bod.
Son of a bitch!
Why?
Cause they're just like, to an extent, like a dad bod. Like, you know, if I were to choose dad bod, cause I feel like they're not as like into themselves. If the guy with the 6-pack is humble and not like a douchebag.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely, but I feel like one of the things people don't like miss out on is like a guy who has a really good physique most likely has spent the last 3-4+ years of his life having enough discipline to go to the gym almost every day, eat healthy.
That's true.
Versus a guy with a dad bod doesn't have that.
There's pros and cons to both. It just depends on the person, honestly.
Literally every girl I come across has said dad bod.
Because girls, we're not judgy. At least
But
I'm.
why is it judgmental? Isn't it also judging to pick the dad bod over the fit bod just because the fit bod you might judge him thinking that he's self-centered just because he's a good body? You know Bradley Martin?
No.
What?
No, like a surfer boy. He looks like a Cartoon Network hot guy that they drew from like.
Damn, you're buff, dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Let me have your body, but look at this shit.
Bro, what's crazy though is I've been going on here trying to I keep asking girls if they prefer dad bods or like a physique, like a rip guy, and every single one of them said dad bod. They don't like the muscles.
Yeah, the girls are weird. They like toxicity too, and not compliments.
Really hot if you didn't like Biden.
I don't like Biden.
Oh, let's go.
Man.
Hi. Oh, look at that. That's a cool party trick. Man, you'd be really hot if you didn't like Biden.
I don't like Biden.
Oh, let's go.
One, but he's hot.
What the?
Pause, bro.
That's so weird, bro.
I'm a flag. Oh.
You look like Ken.
Huh?
You look like, you know how Barbie and Ken, you look like you would be. Oh, okay. Do you surf?
No, I get that all the time. Do I get all
You look like a surfer, yeah. And you just seem like chill, like one, so, you know. Oh, that's hard. That's kind of hard.
Why is it hard though? I guess I'm confused about. Like, which one, if you see them next to each other, which one are your eyes going to first?
Well, obviously the one who goes to the gym and everything, like, you know.
Why do you
But,
think that?
well, because, like, you know, you're like, okay, that I would go to that one. Like, that's what my eyes would go to first, but then you never know if you would like the dad body, because I don't mind dad body, so I don't know. This is hard. It's hard.
So, would you not say like the more fit one has more of an appeal to it, like an aesthetic, versus the other one?
Kinda, yeah, in a way. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's like aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like, you got a good body, it's aesthetic, it's pleasing to look at.
Yes, yes. GG.
Yeah, and probably because it looks aesthetic, it looks appealing. So
Right.
That's why using the argument, the guy who has the fit body, it's appealing. It looks better.
Okay, yeah.
Given they both have the same personality and stuff, people, you would say, I know deep down every girl will probably say the fit guy, but a lot of them don't want to feel judgmental, so they'll say, I'm not that body.
Right. Me, I honestly, like, I would just be honest. Like, my eyes would go to the fit guy first, but then I don't know if I would change my mind about the, like, for the dad body, but I feel like obviously anyone's eyes is going to go to the fit one first, you know?
Is that a guy who has a fit body shows signs of determination, of willpower, because it takes time.
Right.
Versus the guy who has a dad bod shows no signs of like that motivation, any of those traits. So I feel like that's attractive to have the discipline.
Only two genders. There's only two genders.
I agree.
Yes. Holy fuck.
Is YouTube gonna take anything down for me saying my opinion?
Yeah.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. What was that?
One had a fit bod. Which one are you thinking?
Yeah, bod dog. I mean, I'm not really bothered.
You're swole.
Thank you.
How old are you?
21.
Huh?
21.
Oh, dang. My friend wanted your snap, but she's 14.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
He's like
What?
Tarzan, because Tarzan can do that. That's so interesting, Ange. Thanks for sharing.
What's going on?
Nothing much. What about you?
Nothing much. The question is, do girls like dad bods, like guys who are like skinny fat, or do they like very muscular guys, or is it like an in between?
In my opinion, I don't really care.
Really?
I don't really care. No, I really don't give a shit. If you have a nice body, then yeah. If you got a dad body, then okay.
Well, you're telling me if you got a guy with a dad bod and like a guy with like a super good physique right next to you, you're not gonna pick? Like, okay, let me show you. All right. So obviously, I'm pretty top heavy, as you can tell. You know what I mean? And then we got the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you wouldn't, you unbiased completely, top heavy, as you can tell. You know what I mean? And then we got the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you wouldn't, you unbiased completely.
Yeah, I would literally wouldn't be able to choose. I'm being
Really?
dead serious.
Interesting. What if there's two guys, same personality, same everything, and one guy is like ripped and the other guy's like, doesn't really.
Oh my
like.
god, that would still be difficult. I won't be able to choose.
That who are like a thing you.
You're a lucky man.
She's not doing too badly herself.
This man in today's video should need no introduction. It is of course Irel King. He is 1,000 points with a 73% win rate in Korean Challenger, ranked 14 on the Korean server. Channel Midbeast 2 link in the description. Jumping into the matchup, we are counterpicked with Renekton. As matchups, we can't move up early, otherwise get out. Be patient with these. Did you like watching that? You damage out of the wave, goes for the trade. I don't think you need the teleport. I think you can run the ignite. Play aggressively as we do land that stun. He goes for the trade. Gets that passive stacked up. Conqueror's now stacked and he's trading inside of the wave. Needs to be careful. Renekton has the level lead. Flashes the damage. What's up, Maokai? Did you like watching that? You most beautiful king is still the rush for Aurelia. You hit that item. You take any type of 1v1 as we are getting dove. W comes through. Combo. Another account. One comes down to the players that just have that little bit extra rank. Large champion. I got challenger in NA last year. The server is probably almost as much of a pain to play on as the Oceanic server. I like playing on the EU server and Korean server the most. Chinese server I liked, but it was just like, you know, I don't do drugs, but like I imagine it was like what being on meth is like, and I was so stressed, and it was just the level 6. Oh, it's a brutal matchup as I was saying, and you just have to make it to the has to sit. Q. He's trying to set it up. He has ultimate, and he hits it, goes in. Main focus is now onto the Nidalee. Gets that. Is he able to get the Renekton too? Perfectly. Vamp set by the Renekton. I like it. So you can see we W the wave to get it to... Oh god. It's just like pure art to watch how he maneuvers through these waves. Uses the bin 2v2. Nidalee Renekton. I think Renekton's in that bush. No? Sapling. You fight back. Thank you so much to the support. AT Way is usually very high elo in the Korean server. Oh my god. How? It's almost like scripting the way it's usually very high elo in the Korean server. Oh my god. How? It's almost like scripting the way he does it. It just looks so smooth. Does it not? He's just like gliding. It's like when you get a piece of paper in kindergarten and you start cutting it and then it starts play, but also the longer the video, the more ads I can put in and I make more money. On a spike where you want to be invisible on a bush trying to take people. Only the stuff. Need a little bit of ticker in League of Legends. $1K gold lead for red team. Team won't play on the TPs, so I didn't even notice that you have a TP. That's why A-ramming with Ignite, if you got a lead, sometimes works a lot better. He goes wide. Dragon coming up. Flash still not up though. No flash on everybody except for Rel. We'll pick up the free dragon. A dragon here, 30 minutes, second dragon. It really doesn't mean much. At this point, like, if you just tank it, like, the tower doesn't mean shit. Just get the Rel to tank it, and everybody else just beeline for the carries with the Maokai ult. Don't be afraid of towers. Like, you should be afraid of towers, don't get it twisted. But don't be afraid of towers, especially in this type of stage of the game. We go in. We get CC'd. We still have that GA though, and you can see him just looking to try and take down that Renekton. He grabs him. Irel King gonna make his way for the Shen now. And you can just see this red team pulling away with the lead. It's too much. Irel King, CS it enjoyed it. I love watching Irel King, man. Like, it's 5 PM.